Alright, welcome back you guys for chapter 3 of Life is Strange Double Exposure. Last time we left off on quite a plot twist, so if you haven't watched part 1 and 2, you should. I'll have the first part linked below. Getting into the spoilers though, at the end of chapter 2, we saw that Safi had taken a picture of us holding up a gun to her. And so it looks like we were the killer, except it wasn't us, but maybe it was us in the other timeline. I don't know. It's all very complicated. Anyways, we have a cat sweater. We have a cat sweater today, so let's go with that and see what happens next. You know that Moses is like terrified of us because he saw that picture and was like, what the heck? Why'd you do that? Chapter 3, Spin. Such a nice house. It's gotta be worth like millions. I don't understand how she's affording to live in it. I think she's a grad student. We spend an all-nighter looking at it. Who's calling?
Oh,
Love the cat sweater.
How is it already morning? This makes about as much sense as it did last night. Let's take a look at the evidence for the cajillionth time.
I'm trying to understand how,
missing something.
like, what situation could have caused her to, like, be in the picture holding the gun up, but, like, not actually be the one to kill her? Because I just can't imagine that we actually were the one
No matter
to do it.
what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Safi.
Right? Unless, but how? Oh my gosh. Gwen's flash drive. Oh, let's watch the flash drive.
Hold on. She's looking right at the camera, like she knows it's there. Does she want to get caught?
Do all of our doppelgangers, are they all trying to ruin our lives? I don't.
Or is this another doppelganger?
All the characters from the other timeline are evil.
No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Safi. Restraining Order Lucas said Safi once threatened to turn his son against him. That certainly implies some bad blood in their past. But that Lucas was scared of Safi, not out for revenge. None of this is conclusive enough. Is that me? Did I go back in time and do that?
That's what it looks
It
like.
doesn't make any sense. And I would never hurt Safi. Not on purpose. That isn't me. It can't be. Maybe if I go object by object, an answer will jump out at me?
Okay.
Before Safi died, Gwen got her book canceled. And I still don't know why. But that doesn't mean she killed Safi. Plus, Dead World Gwen seems genuinely torn up over her death. Yeah, the Gwen theory has some holes. Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting on. Plus,
sure.
there was that photo of him and Safi canoodling. But what does that even mean?
I feel like I just heard something in the house.
Coffee. Coffee is friend. Get coffee now.
So quirky. She better be careful with where she has that photo.
No matter how much I stare at you, you refuse to make sense. Moses?
Girl, put that picture away.
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
Yeah. Well.
Can I come in?
It's the detective. Oh my god. We're actually...
The photo. If he sees that...
I have some questions for you.
Of course. I can answer your questions right here.
Well, this is a nice change of pace since yesterday. I appreciate the cooperation.
I should have been like, here, let's go sit in the living room. She's so stupid. Why did she bring this picture upstairs? We said canoodling. I know.
There are just a few
Canoodling.
details I'm struggling to make sense of.
Go ahead.
Snatch that photo, girl.
Arcadia Bay,
He was turned
where you
around.
went to high school, right?
She's got no self-preservation skills.
Beautiful town with a surprisingly violent story to tell.
He's not looking.
Not unlike...
Arcadia Bay and Safi are not connected.
a
Oh, he
small
did snatch
town
it.
with a curious number of
think.
murders. And now, Safi, Llewellyn Fayed, murdered in a small town? What are the
We didn't
odds?
snatch it. Girl,
What
what
do you
is she
think, Miss
doing?
Caulfield? Are you the one who's unlucky? Or is it just everyone who ever meets you?
That's so mean.
Go fuck yourself. Arcadia Bay has nothing to do with Safi.
Ooh, there it is. Touched a nerve? I knew I'd find one if I kept poking around.
What asshole.
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone was in the office with me. I could hear them. I saw Moses in the hallway, but I didn't see you. All right, enough. We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning.
I'm just gonna gaslight him.
None of
make
the
he's-
evidence
Make him think he's
makes any
crazy.
sense.
At least that's something we can agree on.
But I know why now.
Why?
Somehow, all this death leads to you.
That's not true.
That's a wild conclusion to jump to. That picture's right there. She's so stupid. She's so fucking stupid. He's weird.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid, Max. Stupid, stupid.
Why was there no decision to take
The
it
hell
off the
do I do
table?
now? None of this makes any sense. What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture?
She just left it
The
out
old
for him
me
to
would
see.
have just jumped back in time to the moment this photo was taken. Maybe I still could.
Doesn't seem like we should. Her nose. Okay. Ooh. That was trippy. What the heck? It was not raining.
That's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo.
No.
Feels good. Final.
Safi.
Oh gosh.
It's here too.
But there wasn't a storm the day Safi died.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Maya.
Safi, wait. Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Stop stalling, Max.
Tell me how to stop this. What do I have to do?
Pull the trigger.
Is this like a repeat of Arcadia Bay? Except I don't remember the first game that well.
What? No. No, that wasn't enough time.
That was totally different than how it originally happened, too. With the storm and how long she was sitting on the bench. Girl, stop. It's obviously not a good time.
If I can just... Fuck!
Moses, you were right. I don't know how, but you were. I have to tell him. Everything.
Ooh. That's gonna be a lot. I know that detective doesn't have any evidence that she caused Arcadia Bay's tragedies. It's a wild accusation. I owe you an explanation or as much of one as I have. Meet me at the Overlook. Really, Max? There. He's like, she's gonna kill me too. I know it doesn't make sense. I'll do my best, please. Fine, thank you. I would not if I were him. Be like, no, you can meet me somewhere public. Not.
Moses is waiting for me
Not
up
at
there.
the crime scene.
Hopefully.
Gosh. I'm still so pissed that she left. That she left the picture out on the table when he spent most of the time with his back
This is where
turned.
the police tape was yesterday. Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders? He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe if I didn't know what used to be here, I'd find this really beautiful.
Let's take a picture of it.
I know
It was
Safi would have
weird,
something poetic to say about this.
but I don't know. Maybe
If
the
only.
picture would show us something different. We'll wait for Moses. There he is.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth.
Where do we
Tell me
start?
why you did it.
I haven't done it yet. It's very confusing, but
I don't think I've actually done it yet. I think it was a future version of me. Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place.
oh yeah, show him the flowers.
Look. These flowers. What are the odds they'd bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Safi's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Safi is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
I know.
I would get
I
her
know
psychiatric
that it sounds
help.
Insane. But I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me poof disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Safi, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
Why is that?
So if
catch
you
his
disappear or
interest?
whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I can tell you what it was when I come back.
Oh.
And then... you'll believe me?
it'd be a start.
Okay. Okay, deal. Alright. There's a chance Moses will believe me. First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline.
Yeah, but we need to do it where he can see us leave. Where did he go? He's right there. Okay, bye Moses. Watch me leave.
Now to see what Moses is up to on the... Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Okay. Big brain. I know. This is smart to convince him.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh, we can explain to
Holy
him that
shit.
the telescope.
Sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Ready
Yeah.
when you are.
We should explain to him that his telescope is back in his packaging because we swapped it from the other time.
Okay. Let's try this.
Psychic storm.
Psychic storm?
What did I do when you were away?
Oh, he's so happy. I'm glad this is going well.
And then you said...
Psychic storm.
Machine Angel Psychic Storm.
Yep. That's what I did. Wow.
We're breaking his brain.
Yeah. Near as I can tell, Safi's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to...
You okay?
So Safi's alive over there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Safi slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. When you give that to her, tell her to stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I will. Promise. But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
I still don't know why I was holding
When
the
I
gun
was
to
a
her.
teenager, I could rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
Never worked how I hoped.
I know it sounds like it must have been amazing. But Moses, the things I caused to happen, just having a power doesn't necessarily give you mastery over it.
One of many lessons gleaned from X-Men comics.
The point
At
is,
least he
I
understands.
stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night. With a gun. You're saying that could be a future you?
I think it's other
You can't do
timeline.
that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Safi mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Safi. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not,
Oh, but that doesn't
these
make
two worlds
sense.
exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too.
Oh, who is this?
Oh,
The detective?
Okay. First look at the crime scene
How is he seeing it?
is inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp.
Oh, it's like the doppelganger that the
I need
other
to
kids saw.
introduce
He
myself
saw
to Mr.
himself.
Murphy.
he's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad.
It's really confusing.
Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fucking knew it.
What?
Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit.
It's a nice place.
How'd I let a couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin?
Gaslight him.
You're not making any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense. Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear.
What makes him think it's me rather than him going crazy?
You're going to pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to...
He's gonna see himself.
Colette?
Boo. Does the other one see him? Is this how he gets the gun in the first place?
Help me! Help! Max, watch out!
What is happening? Save yourself? Help Alderman? Oh, God. Is something bad gonna happen to me? I'm gonna help the Alderman. I don't think something bad will happen to me. California Snow with the first. Welcome back, California. How are you doing today? I don't think something bad is gonna happen to us.
Max, you have to let go! No!
What? Did they converge into one of them?
I could have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have. Listen to me, Max. This place ate a man.
Yeah, is it this spot? Is it like this spot is some sort of glitch?
Moses, your hair. I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, then maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen.
Did that make his hair go gray in that spot? Or did it just like burn it off or something when he touched me that was touching the Alderman that was touching the other Alderman?
Alderman was, and then he just wasn't.
Maybe he could only be in like one
And Moses
time
and I were
or something.
standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right.
Okay, talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya. And while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Safi's book deal.
Okay, I keep forgetting which timeline Maya was fired in, and it's in the one where Safi's alive. So she's still here.
Is that Safi's book?
Hey, Gwen.
Max. No conversations for you to conveniently overhear this time. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, I need to talk to you about Safi.
No reason to beat around the bush.
I know you got Safi's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
You really have a knack for learning shit you're not supposed to know, you know that?
Yeah.
So I've been told.
Well then. No use fighting the inevitable. What do you want to know?
That book meant the world to Safi. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Safi get that deal in the first place. Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
This keeps
But-
getting weirder and weirder.
Let me get this straight. You helped Safi get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
But why? Why
So
can't we
why
ask
did you tell
why?
the publisher that made them nix the deal?
Uh-oh.
I told them there was incendiary content in the book,
What does that
which
mean?
was true. It would have harmed a lot of people, Safi included.
Safi's book was incendiary?
I've never heard that
How?
phrase.
What was it about?
You really don't have an off switch, do you?
I'm so confused.
How much did Safi tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya.
Ooh.
Time to pay attention.
Maya Okada? Safi never mentioned the name.
She always did keep her cards close to her chest, didn't she? The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Vin Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then Maya took her own life.
And that's what Safi wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but it's one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Oh, part of it, why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves.
That's a fair
I've
assessment.
spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Shit. Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript.
Her hair is so much darker with this yellow
How
coat.
do I get my hands on a copy?
Bold of us to do this right in front of her.
Gotcha.
Found
Reading
it.
Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
1,000,000 miles. Beneath my feet, she lies still in her Sunday clothes. We killed her with our own hands. I mean our lack of hands. I killed her with my voice. I mean lack of voice. Maya's book was like a child or a tumor or a rising beast within her. On the first page she wrote that she was drowning, and by the time she finished, she was drowned. Laws of physics. The drowned always surface. What isn't spoken still exists. You can chop her up and sell her for parts, but her ghost remains whole, floating there in the corner of my kitchen, giving me that familiar look. The one that says, unstitch the binding, let the pages fall out, fluttering like birds shot down. The one that says, take him for everything he's got, and then some. Take him for everything he's got, and then some? Is this about Lucas? And then, what if Lucas and Maya had something and then they have falling out? And that's why Safi's like, hates his guts and threatened to turn his son against him. Huh.
Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Okay.
Sorry,
So much
Yasmin,
nicer
but
in this
I'll need
world.
to interrupt your downtime with some questions.
Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
Well, that's
I'm
quite
gonna
a jump.
try not to think about that too
Yeah.
hard. I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
Have you seen Safi today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
You look like you've won the day. Coffee's that good?
Our ratings are. Caledon is once again one of the top universities in the country. The coffee is just so-so.
I heard about what happened to Dr. Hunter.
Yes,
Would you really fire her?
that depends on the findings of the committee. It's out of my hands now.
Guess we have to
Did
ask these
Safi tell you
questions.
her book deal was cancelled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Safia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
Let's talk about Maya.
I wanted
That's
to
quite
ask
the
you about
segue.
something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
I think Safi's book was cancelled because it was about Maya.
Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Safia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me?
Or did she not know?
Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point.
What if it's
Or
different in this
should
timeline?
I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
Let's go along with it.
Of course. I don't know why I thought they knew each other. It's just...
What?
I've heard conflicting opinions.
Everyone seems to have a different opinion of Maya. It's hard to track what's true.
I understand that Ms. Okada was a bit chaotic.
So, she had a bad reputation. No wonder you didn't want her and Safi associated with each other.
Exactly. Strange. I really thought Vin's statement closed the matter.
Shady cow skull throwing Vin is involved?
Hmm.
Enough ancient history. I have a favor to ask. Safia's been distant lately. Could you keep an eye on her for me?
We should check in on her.
Are you sure that I'm the best person to...
Yes. Because she trusts you. And I trust you.
Yeah. Sure. I'll look out for her.
Well, of course we'll look
Thank
out
you,
for her.
Maxine. Oh, the time. Let's do lunch again. Somewhere with more atmosphere than the other place.
She's so stingy. Is that the word?
That was
judgy.
Odd. What did she mean by Vin's statement? Maybe I'd better talk to Vin myself.
What did Moses say? A shot in the dark here. Any chance you know what happened to my telescope? The very heavy, very expensive telescope I was almost done assembling. I stepped away for a few minutes. When I came back, it was no longer close to being assembled. Hey Moses, sorry to bug you, but I had a question about Vin Ling and Maya Okada. Sure, what's up? Do you know if Vin put out a statement after Maya's death? I didn't see it at the time since I wasn't at Calden yet, but Safi shared it with me once. Hang on. He said, Maya was an incredibly talented writer, but she also had mental health problems. Okay. We tried to get her the help she needed, but that didn't work. If we'd known it was as bad as it was, we would have done more. Does that help? It does.
He's probably in the admin building.
Go talk to Vin.
Hey,
well.
sport. You're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
Oh, what a terrible mistake. Whatever shall I do?
I'm hurt, but I'm sure you can make it up to me.
I'll think of something. Anyway, hi Amanda. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Ooh, what if she has something to share about Maya? Is this the full game? It is. I know that apparently like chapter 1 and 2 is available with like the ultimate version of the game a little early, but this came out like the actual game came out like 2 days ago. So we're on chapter 3. We're on chapter 3 right now.
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship with a student named Maya Okada.
Oh. Why?
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
Does she
Guy's
have
always
anything?
falling for you, isn't it?
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
She seems
See ya,
really
Amanda.
put off. Maybe she thinks I'm too complicated. I
He's
wouldn't
probably
blame
in the
her.
admin building.
Oh, look, it's Loretta. Should we be nice to her?
Hey, Loretta. Oh, hi, Miss Caulfield. How are you?
I don't understand how she's being so freaking nice to me now.
Are you working on your podcast?
Yeah. I'm researching this really fascinating string of killings in West Germany in the late 80s. See, there was this hospital. You'll have to tune in if you want to hear the rest.
Fair enough.
I'll be sure to. Anyway, catch you later, Loretta.
I thought it would be nice to ask her. I'm surprised we haven't like actually made mortal enemies with anyone yet, with how many times we've pissed people off. I think we have though, with Lucas actually. We did make enemies with him, pretty sure.
Hey, Vin.
Yasmin's out right now. Sorry to disappoint. Unless you're here for me. In which case, I'll do my best to be of service.
Do you talk like this to everyone who comes near Yasmin's office?
I've never met a pissed off board member I can't defang with a little eyebrow action.
Defang.
Speaking of Yasmin, how did you end up in her good graces?
It's been so long I can't remember. She probably saw me in The Importance of Being Earnest my freshman year. Not to brag, but I was kind of a campus sensation as Algernon.
Hmm.
So it had nothing to do with Maya Okada?
Wow. You know Maya's name. Am I supposed to collapse under the weight of that revelation?
You're supposed to talk to me like a human being about what happened with her.
What do you need me for, Super Sleuth? You're obviously capable of digging up ancient gossip on your own. Now, if you'll excuse me, Gwen's hearing completely scrambled Kahuna schedule.
No casual chats about Maya. Noted.
Understandable. It's definitely a heavy topic, especially if they were close before. From bullets.
Looks like somebody had their last stand.
Speak to Dead World Diamond in the admin building. Did we not talk to Vin in the admin building? Maybe we're supposed to talk to him in the other realm. Let's see. Oh, he's not here. There's an art picture.
The hedgehog, distant relative of the shrew, enjoys its rest after a full day's work for the kahuna.
Just don't break it?
I could just get you a new one. It cost me like $2.
I don't want a new one. I want the one you gave me.
Safi bought him that hedgehog? That's sweet.
Do a little snooping.
Vin likes hedgehogs, huh? I can see the resemblance. Spiky outside, soft underbelly.
It's got banding on it.
I don't like the looks of this guy. Too grim reapy.
Draw your attention inwards and seek answers within. Inner reflection is the key to enlightenment.
Changing Yasmin's schedule must have been agonizing. For both her and Vin.
How nice of you to finally return my phone calls, Desmond.
listening.
Damn the emails. Safi was our only child. Can't you
Oh,
spare
her
15
father.
minutes to discuss her funerary arrangements? No. She didn't have a will. And though she died by suicide, she didn't leave a note.
Died by suicide? But I thought...
She didn't think that was the
For her
cause.
to be buried as soon as possible. I hate the thought of her lying in a funeral home. Alone.
I can't keep listening to this. I don't blame Vin for wanting to ditch Caledon and get a fresh start.
Oh. Resume.
Looking for gigs out on the West Coast, huh? Break a leg, Vin.
Okay, we're looking for Diamond.
I wanted to talk to you about Abraxas and who should be leading it.
Waiting until I'm down to try to kick me out, huh?
Oh, there's Vin and Diamond.
We're smarter than that. And nicer, frankly.
Vin, cut the bullshit. This isn't about you. It's about the best person to head Abraxas. Right now, you're not in a place where you can...
I'm in a place to keep Abraxas above it all.
But he's looking to go
as long as I
other
have
places.
This job, we could light the observatory on fire and get away with it.
You're not even a student here. You graduated years ago. Plus, Abraxas should be about marginalized people making subversive art. Not about straight white guys getting wasted and committing arson.
They're committing arson?
Don't mind us, Max. We were just finishing up.
Then Abraxas needs new blood.
You mean you need another line on your resume?
Well, he's using his
Hold on,
resume to
can we
apply to
talk?
other places, so.
I just want to ask you about Maya.
Please. I can't handle the both of you. Trying to exploit my weak spots.
Did I just witness a failed crown snatching?
You gotta seize the opportunities when you can. And hey, it almost worked. Speaking of which, what's the deal with Maya? Isn't she the undergrad who died a while ago?
That's her? Why, do you know anything?
Just that Vin looks like he bit into a lemon anytime someone says her name.
So Maya makes Vin uncomfortable, huh? Let's find out why.
There's gonna be a debate at the beginning of next semester. A special little pissing match for Vin and me. Vin usually runs for Abraxas president unopposed. But if I had the right piece of dirt, I bet I could make him step down.
If I give her
That's
something juicy
kinda
and
awful.
then go to the other timeline, maybe I can listen in on Diamond confronting Vin?
This is devious. I don't like this.
Vin gave a
But
statement
still. Couldn't
where
do
he
this.
said Maya had mental health problems. Which may have been true, but I think there's more. What I'm saying is, someone let Maya down. Really badly.
I don't get it. Were Maya and Vin friends or something?
I'm not sure, but they definitely knew each other.
And Vin gave a statement about her death. What a pompous little piece of shit.
Yeah, don't go too hard on him.
Just try not to go too hard on him, okay? He's not in the greatest place.
Relax. I'm not Loretta.
Can you do me a favor? Wait until I get out of here to bring this up with him.
You got it. I won't jeopardize your getaway.
Okay.
This Vin's not going to tell me anything. Maybe the other one has looser lips. If I'm going to listen in on this conversation, I need to cross to the other side.
Here she comes.
Can you let a man make a stale cup of Safi in peace?
No. Because here's the thing. I didn't want to bring this up before, but I know about the statement you made. About Maya. You told people she had mental health issues, but that wasn't the whole story, was it?
That's an extremely fucked up thing to bring up.
Nobody expects the head of the Braxis to be Mother Teresa, but they shouldn't be covering up details about someone's death.
Alright, fine. You wanna know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
After Maya died, Yasmin told me that if I stated on the record that Maya was troubled, he'd give me a job as her assistant.
Holy.
Well, why would anyone want to hear about what you had to say about Maya?
I don't know, Dinah, maybe because we were fucking friends? We met in one of Colmenaro's fiction classes and it clicked.
And you said that shit about her?
Shut up. You wanted a performance and now you're gonna kill her.
Damn.
I grew up without any money, okay? Most kids at Caledon don't get what that's like. And I'm not fucking stupid, okay? I'm not gonna make it as an actor. So yes, Yasmin promised me a stable, a respectable job, health insurance. And I took it. And I cared about Maya. And it was a horrible thing to do, and I've regretted it ever since.
I don't have to bring that up in the debate.
I would hope not.
There's not gonna be a debate. I'm dropping out of the race.
You're just gonna let me be the head of a Braxis? Like that?
It doesn't feel very good. In the end, does it?
Vin met Maya in Lucas's class. And he also knows something about the cow skull through Safi's windshield, which conveniently made Lucas look guilty. If I can pressure the other Vin, maybe he'll tell me what the hell is going on here.
Gosh. Poor Vin. We're really digging in on him. God.
I know you're busy. Give me just a minute of your time.
This better be worth it.
Yasmin gave you this job as a favor, didn't she? For talking to a reporter who was writing about Maya's death?
Didn't your parents ever teach you to not bring up people's dead friends for no reason?
Right?
There is a reason. I promise.
Please, enlighten me.
I'm trying to help myself. I'm trying to help someone.
It might not make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to help someone. And that means learning about Maya.
Maya's been dead for years now. She can't help you or anyone else.
Just go with me for a second, okay?
All right.
You said in your statement that Maya was troubled. But that wasn't true, was it? Vin,
What if it was the mom?
what really happened?
What if Sophia or Yasmin killed her friend? Killed.
Ask Lucas Colmenero. It all started in his class. He has Maya's blood on his hands.
You're not saying Lucas
Killed her? Not literally, but
That's
the
why
man
Sophia
deserves
has a grudge.
every misfortune that befalls him.
Ooh, okay.
Like, for example, if Safi suspected him of tossing a cow skull through her windshield?
No more free secrets. I have a reputation to protect.
I guess I could reveal one of the other secrets I know.
I don't know
You and
about this.
Safi had a thing, didn't you?
One, information I already know isn't exactly thrilling. 2, I'm dying to know how you figured that one out. Because I'm confident it wasn't Safi.
I saw a photo on your phone.
Remind me not to underestimate you.
All
What the fuck? Why did I just
was
reveal
the cow
that?
skull you or not?
Yes.
Oh, it was.
So, why?
I mean, you've seen a pissed off Safi before. She's like a force of nature. When I heard her book got squashed, I seized an opportunity to aim her at a deserving target.
So you were, what, protecting Gwen?
That's as much as you get. And now I really do have to get back to work.
Huh. This is so confusing.
Caulfield, whatever the
Yeah?
real reason is for you digging up old history, be respectful to Maya. She suffered enough while she was alive.
Oh, this is so juicy.
You're kidding. How much? That's what I'm talking about. Ha ha. Compare us all you want. Only one Colmenero has a movie deal, and it's not Roberto. Samuel, I'm sorry. Can you please hold? Absolutely not. Out of my office, now.
But
I just shipped my son out of the country because of your little stunt. You think we're just
What?
gonna go back to being friends?
I want to talk to you about Maya Okada.
Whatever you think, you know, you'll never be able to prove it. Now get out!
What the fuck was that? I can't prove anything? Whatever happened to Maya, Lucas was definitely involved.
Maybe we can snoop his office on the other side. Oh, out until tomorrow.
Alright, let's see what I can find about Maya. Poor devil. Banished to the hell from whence he came. That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy here.
A message from Moses.
How can Alderman's mother know what happened to her son? They sent him.
I feel like Moses shouldn't be texting us about our powers and stuff. Hey Max, I know it's been an eventful morning and I'm still parsing it all, but I had a quick question. Are you able to get my text when you're on the other timeline? Trying to grasp the extent of what you can do from a physics POV. Doesn't look like I can, though. Okay, cool. That's a big help. I'll be in touch a little later when I've made some inroads into what happened earlier. Okay, so I started doing a little digging into the Alderman situation. It's already weird. Apparently neither Vermont State nor Lakeport PD have any record of a detective Vincent Alderman ever. We removed him from existence? Okay, yeah, that's odd. To say the least. Update. I thought I had a wall in the Alderman mystery, but then I got a single ping for the name Alderman in the Lakeport area. There's a bizarre report from 40 or so years ago about a widow named Miss Marjorie Alderman, who had been in her late 60s, who'd be in her late 60s now. Still reading it through, and I'll reach out soon once I've made sense of it. Alright, let me know what you find out, and be careful. Believe me, after what we saw up there, I will. An official report was that Marjorie Alderman was diagnosed with severe abdominal pains. A psychosomatic response to the overwhelming grief stemming from the death of her husband. Abdominal pains? Oh my god, did she... What? Was she like pregnant with him and then like he disappeared from the timeline? Jesus, I know. Detective Vince Alderman was never born and never existed. but the residue remains at the margins. The scientist in me is curious about the how of it all, but the black guy in a horror movie in me says it's better to leave this particular thread alone and the latter one out. That's smart. It's probably for the best course of action, and thank you, Moses, for everything. It's science. I had to check.
If Alderman never existed, how the hell do Moses and I remember him?
Just wish we could tell Safi about this wild shit. So do I. We need to figure this out before what happened to him happens to someone we care about. And then Loretta. Hey Max, you dashed out in a hurry. Is Moses okay? I only asked because whatever was that urgent had to be important. It have anything to do with Safi's death? Silence is its own answer, Max. Thanks for the tip. Ugh. She's digging for her podcast. Hello Maxine, I want to say I appreciate the friendship you and Moses had with Safia. Even if she ended her life in the manner she did, you both made the life she did have as special as it was brief. Why? Yeah, why did she switch up and now suddenly thinking that her daughter did that?
World's okayest dad. Might be the first time Lucas didn't oversell himself. Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly.
Mr. Colmenero, it's been years and you probably don't remember me, but I was hoping you'd do me the honor of being the first one to read this. My publisher would go crazy for a blurb, but that's not what's important. You inspired me so much as an undergrad, I just want you to tell me your thoughts.
Looks like a fun read.
I think I'm in love with a slug.
Fun.
There's some weird books in this game. It's like the Mothman one.
Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero.
What? Lucas's office.
How'd they get in here? Jesus, some of these items are priceless. I've got a lot on my plate. I don't need this right now. Where the hell's Yasmin? Where's security?
What happened?
First Gwen's slashed tires. Now Lucas's office? What's going on in this timeline? The Scholes Award for Literary Excellence. They're handing out typewriters now for writing books? Don't think I've ever seen this sort of tree in the wild.
Sort of tree? What is she talking about? Those are normal trees. What is she on about?
Do you have something for me, Mr. Filing Cabinet? These folders are all from this year. I doubt I'll find anything about Maya. That's a lot of junk. But maybe what I need is somewhere in there.
Wrinkled note.
Oh. That could definitely be Maya Okada.
I can't believe the Lucas Colmenero wants to be my mentor. Going to bring in what I have so far tomorrow. I'm a little stuck on where to go next, so maybe you can help me brainstorm. I'm excited to see what you think. Thanks again. I'm worried that they had a relationship gone bad or something. Purple folder.
Oh, why were Lucas and Maya meeting so much? This can't be a repeat of what happened at my high school. One time was far too many.
I don't remember what she's talking about, but I can assume.
Of course Lucas is the type of asshole that makes you buy his own book for class.
Oh god.
Well, this at least confirms Maya took his class.
The 3 students. The 3 people we know.
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people. M.O. That could... maybe he reads it for the articles.
America's Best Least Dressed Man. Why was he meeting with Maya so much? I think they had a fling. Maybe it ruined his marriage.
That's probably his ex-wife.
A key!
They look really happy here. What a strange place to find a key. Must be significant.
I did not see that. 4.
Nope.
It is gold, it matches. Ooh.
That's not what I was expecting. Wait, 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet? I know this. Maya wrote this.
1,000,000 miles beneath my feet. Something was pointed, more metaphor. In that city, the beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I always had been the beast, but that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. I took a step towards the moving truck, glancing back at the people gathered on the curb. Instantly understood what it felt like to drown. My parents were looking at each other, and Abba-san was looking at the ground. An outsider might see this as obstinance, disapproval at my departure, but I knew they'd been crying and didn't want me to see. These people own my soul, I thought. Separating from them was like trying to breathe water. All I could do was thrash. 18 is too young. Hannah is only a girl, Abba-san said over dinner the night before, talking about me like I wasn't there. She's American, said my father. Like that explained it. We're all American now. All of us except for my brother Kaido. He had his job in Tokyo. Not even wild horses could drag him from Japan. Those same wild horses that took me from the only home I have ever known, across 200 miles of highway, to a city with a beast at its center, where, inside that labyrinth, the people who owned my soul would have it torn away from them. This notion of displacement would translate no matter the country.
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them. Holy shit. It's the same. Vin was right. Lucas does have blood on his hands.
Is that like Maya's?
This is what I've been missing this entire time.
He plagiarized hers. He took her story for his own book.
I have to talk to Safi.
That took me a while to find. Should we talk to Diamond?
I talked to him. Did you know?
No, what?
Why Vin lied in that statement.
No.
He was like hurt. But he did step down, so all hail President Diamond, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have told you something without thinking through the consequences.
I mean, I wasn't trying to stop you.
First act as president of a breakfast?
Breaking the news to the Vinions, I guess.
Vinions.
Ugh. There's gonna be tears. See you around, Max.
Stay strong, Habibti. You know where to find me.
Was it because we told her mom about her book deal?
Is something wrong?
Oh. You want to talk to me now? I've got nothing to say to you.
Safi,
What? Did you spread my business to someone else? Dig up a couple more clues?
Shit. She knows I've been asking questions. I'm not sure who you've been talking to, but I have a good reason.
Oh, you have a good reason. Well, in that case, what's your good reason, Max?
I'm worried about you. I think there might be someone that means you harm.
Yeah. Me too. I don't have the energy for this. I think you should leave me alone for a while. Maybe a long while.
No. At the snapping turtle. She's angry.
I spent so many nights like this when I was on the road. Diners, bars, hotels. I liked being alone then. At least, I think I did.
We should go hang out with Moses.
Joyce still treats me like her second daughter. Even after everything. Sometimes it feels like she pins the hope she had for Chloe on me. The least I could do is make her proud. I can't just sit here feeling sorry for myself. I need some company. I could ask Amanda to help me drown my sorrows.
So,
We should talk to Moses.
any idea what you're gonna do?
Do? I'm not gonna do anything.
Well, obviously doing nothing is making you miserable.
If I was at home, I could get wasted. But they won't serve me here. Amanda cards.
Alcohol isn't a solution.
I don't need a lecture.
Well, good. My dad's the preacher, not me. Maybe. Hey, Max.
Oh, fuck. That's about the level of greeting I'm expecting at this point. Thank you. You okay?
Everything's fine.
She fell in love with the wrong person.
Reggie.
Oh?
What happened to the bro code?
Max is a bro.
You ever have a thing for the wrong person?
Show me someone who hasn't, and I'll show you a liar. Or however that saying
Doesn't she
goes.
like Moses?
That's deep, Max.
I didn't think I wanted anybody before. Reggie says I should move on, and he's right. I haven't felt this way about anyone, ever. I don't know if I will again.
Give yourself some time. Life has a way of surprising us.
Really hope you're right.
Good business tonight. Or the dishwasher is broken.
Really does seem like Amanda's the only one that runs this place.
Hey, sport. Working hard or hardly working?
Sport? You cosplaying as a boomer dad today?
Hey, you said it first.
I doubt it. Old sport is more my style anyway. It's finals week, isn't it? Everyone that's come in here lately has that same frazzled look. A drink to ease your troubles.
That aquarium looks so
Shot.
cool.
Please.
Are we wanting a gasoline on fire flavor experience? Or a sickly sweet, rated grandma's liquor cabinet kind of taste?
First one sounds interesting.
Let's do the gasoline. I want to burn my throat off.
Shitty mezcal? All of the smoke, none of the depth.
Taste buds are overrated.
How are we feeling now?
Like I keep thinking I've hit rock bottom, but then I realize I'm still falling.
You are such a disaster.
Mm-hmm. Far too
God,
complicated
I have
for
a type.
her. Maybe not.
You need more than a drink. Let's hang.
Is she working?
Don't you have a bar to tend?
We don't need to leave the turtle to have fun. Remember that date we were gonna go on? What do you say we have that date now?
What are we gonna do? Kidnap the members of Revenge Horse and force them to play here?
As if. Revenge Horse only plays house shows. We might not be able to go to a show for real, but we can always pretend.
I guess.
Cute.
Bitch, shut your dumb eyes. Okay. We pull up to my buddy Eddie's house. We call it the Rat Hole.
Rat Hole?
Best house shows in Lakeport. Revenge Horse goes on at 11, but at the Rat Hole, that means midnight. The place is packed. We can smell Granite Joe smoking a blunt out back.
Granite Joe.
And Eddie waves to us from a table full of scary merch.
Sorry, did you say someone called Granite Joe is out back smoking up?
I take you to meet Granite Joe. Dude's a sweetheart.
Ew, so
Very
just
generous
vomited
with his
in the
And
audio.
do you partake?
I am an adult taxpayer, so yes. And then I hand the blunt to you.
Well, I don't want to be rude. I take a puff and pass it back to Granite Joe.
You try to, but Granite Joe has wandered off. You now have one blunt.
Hey, do I hear
It's
the
in our
band doing a
inventory.
sound check downstairs?
Ahead of schedule? Let's check it out. Careful, the stairs are steep. Revenge Horse opens with my favorite song. Fuck, Marry, Kill. And a mosh pit opens in the smoky dark in front of the stage.
Let's thrash. I have to see this.
Let's thrash.
Okay. Let's pretend you said something normal, but basically that. We throw ourselves into the crowd.
She's like,
no,
shouldering her. What the heck?
To be fair, I probably immediately get a black eye.
Oh, then I fight us a way back to the bar and get you an ice pack.
Well, she has an ice pack and a
I
blunt.
only need one eye to see the show anyway. Hey, the singer. Is she a stage diver?
I mean, in so much as you can call a thrifted area rug a stage, sure. She sets her guitar down and takes a running leap towards the crowd.
I run over to the spot where she would land.
Wait, don't you have an ice pack in one hand?
Oh. Oops. Yes, I do.
Shit. I hope you're prepared for what happens next.
Don't tell me that the singer, that she...
Stone cold dead on the floor. But don't worry, this is how she
What a
would have
date.
wanted to go out. Before we leave, we each receive an invitation to her Viking funeral.
The invitation.
That was the wildest show I have ever seen. Or, like, talked about.
Told you it'd be worth it. And you're walking away with, let's see, one half-smoked blunt, some bruises from moshing, and an invitation to a Viking funeral.
If that was just a dry run, imagine what the real Revenge Horse show is gonna be like. It's been a buck wild day, but that made me feel like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow my existence won't make things worse for everyone around me.
So negative.
You keep saying that about your day. What happened?
I snooped too far and pissed too many people off.
Why are you so nice to me?
Shit. I'm doing it again. My therapist says I latch onto people too quickly. But what am I supposed to do when I gel with someone? Act like a bitch?
At this point, you saying one mean thing would make me dissolve into a puddle of tears.
Hey. I have never made a girl cry on a first date before, and I don't want to start now. Look, what can I say? I have a thing for emotionally unavailable women.
You're not saying I'm...
You're literally in my bar talking about yourself like you're a Category 5 hurricane.
Sorry, did I do something wrong?
No. I really want to kiss you. It's just that like I said, I tend to go for women who don't feel the same way about me. And I need to know I'm not just projecting. So, you kiss me first.
Pull away. Oh my gosh. We'll just crush her. No, we like Amanda. She just did a very cool date to cheer up our day.
I'm a sucker for a good dare. But I'm also very polite. So, you go first.
Are you trying to break me?
The consequences.
Max Caulfield, you are the worst. Fuck.
Cute. The cat sweater.
When do you get off?
About an hour. But before we do anything else, maybe we should sleep on it?
In my bed?
As much as I'd like that, I'd like to be able to tell my therapist I made good choices this week.
You are a very smart woman. Goddamn.
To be continued. Okay? For now, I have to get back to it.
That was sweet. Speak to Vin in Dead World, leave the bar in Living World. Okay. Let's leave the bar then. Well, maybe we should check in on Gwen, who probably wants nothing to do with us.
Hey, Gwen.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
I'm
disturbing
sorry to
her
bother you,
peace.
but I really think you should take a look at the footage.
It's totally
weird.
her.
Like, game-changingly weird. I think you should fight this.
I'll look into it. Anything else?
Oh, that's all. I hope... Just... take care.
Should we leave? Yeah. Who broke into our house? What? Oh God, did they get the picture?
What the hell?
I would say the detective, but the detective's like gone. Wait, but are we in the living world?
We now return to your regularly scheduled fuckery. Oh, God. This is bad.
I think you're not supposed to, like, go in. I mean, I guess she's got maybe some things she needs to hide. But I think typically you would not go inside and call the cops. I'm guessing she doesn't want to do that in this case.
Whoever was here really messed this place up.
Yeah.
What were they looking for? There goes my security deposit.
The memories box?
No. All my Arcadia Bay stuff. What the hell do they want with this? Safi's books. What could anyone want with those?
That actually scared me.
They're still here?
What the fuck?
Fuck! I think they just went into the dark room.
But the front door was broken into and the back door was open.
I can't
so
let them go through my investigation
They shouldn't
stuff.
be here. Corner the intruder. Oh my god. What if it's us? It is! It still doesn't make sense to me, but...
Ah!
Just don't touch her.
Oh.
I might have to invite the detective.
Oh shit, he's right. You're me. I wish I could tell you there's a reasonable explanation for that. Wait!
Ah! I feel like we should trust ourselves that we're not supposed to talk, but I don't know. This one killed Safi, I think. Why would she have broken into her own place? That is a straight up ravine.
Damn it!
She got away this time.
Now how do I get across?
Ooh. But the log is still here on this side.
No doorways to the other world on this side of the log. I need to find a way to track her from this timeline.
Oh yeah, smart.
Shit. How do I know which way?
The footsteps, obviously, they're glowing. We're catching up. What's glowing up there? There's actual footsteps here now.
Hope I haven't lost her. I almost got her! What the? Stop! For fuck's sake, just stop! All right. You caught me. Now what? Now what? Where did you even come from? Are you from the future?
Is this what's been going on with you? That you've completely lost the plot?
I don't understand. Why were you in my house? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? All that stuff in your dark room about Lucas, about Vin, about Gwen? Shit you have no reason to know about or care about.
What the heck?
That's not true. I'm trying to help, Safi. Of course you were. God, I'm so sick of people trying to help. Stop. Please. We can't touch each other. I've seen what happens. Please, trust me.
Trust you? Go fuck yourself, Max.
Ah!
No!
Oh. Well, we didn't disappear. Where did she go, though? Where did she go? Oh, there she is. Oh, careful. Okay, so it's okay if we touch ourselves.
Come on!
Get off the ice. What are you gonna do? Rewind the ice. Yeah.
What the fuck was that, Supermax? Come on. Let's get you warm. I always said you were too soft for academia.
What? Safi? What the fuck? I'm so confused. What? What? What does that mean? If that's Safi, then in the picture holding up the gun, is that Safi? Is that supposed to mean that she did it to herself? I'm so confused. What the heck? Okay. Try to save Alderman. We did, and so did most people. Call out Living World, Yasmin's lair, go with it. Most people went with it. Most people kissed her. Oh, Vin wanted to get that drink with you. Oh, okay. Most people passed. Max did not mix up her Loretta's. Giving Vin a secret. We told him the same secret that most people did. Max found the intruder using only clues. Oh my gosh! Each chapter leaves on such a cliffhanger. But that is where I'm going to leave it for here for today. We'll be playing chapter 4 next time. If you are enjoying this series, I hope you'll like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.